Thank you everybody, and welcome to a brand new season of Cubs baseball here in 2028. Now there's a lot to look forward to this year. I think it's an Olympic year. For example, mate, did you see us in spring training? Not much to look forward to for us. I think it's best if Cubs fans take a gap year.
Go Cubs go, go Cubs go. Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Dylan and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. Today it is opening day of our sixth season in charge. We are facing the Blue Jays. We're hosting the Blue Jays. And, spring training has gone very much wrong, if I'm completely honest. But let's try and be positive. Let's have a look at the team that we have. Vlad, McQuaid, and Alcantara are our three-star players. You can see here we've got Ballesteros ranked 6th as a catcher. Vlad, top first baseman. McQuaid, second in left field. And Vargas, good in the bullpen. There's, Bregman, in theory, is good, though his spring training was very much not his playoff form. PCA, we've got Davis, Alcantara, all, very, very good options. But, spring training has not particularly gone well. And team chemistry, you can see here the new manager, we may have a very expensive decision to make because he is not particularly popular, and he didn't sparkle, let's say, during spring training. Now, there is one or two things here that we need to catch up on. Let's start with some trades that we did just to try and help with the finances a little bit. Now, the first thing I wanted to do was really try and, I feel like we're a starting pitcher short. I didn't want to risk too much, so we gave up Daniel Palencia. Now, he had been, I don't see him as a starting pitcher, certainly for us, given that we everything we have is built around being ground ball pitchers. He's not bad, but he's just not with that movement a ground ball pitcher, is he? So we traded him to the Braves, and in return, we got Caleb Killen. Now, he's a ground ball pitcher, which just suits us better, even if maybe on the surface of things doesn't look as good. He's also a clubhouse leader, which can only be a good thing. And so I'm hoping he's going to do well. He is in our starting rotation to start the season, and we'll have a look at everybody in spring training in a second here. Now, if we have a look at his career to date, and this is just in the majors. Now, apparently he was a Cub previously and didn't do particularly well. Did I trade him away originally? Have I got someone back that I traded? 2022. No, this would have been the season before we took over, wouldn't it? Now, he has been getting, as you can see here, gradually better and better. Had a decent season of things last season. And I think coming in with our infield behind him, I think he will do okay. So that was one trade that we did. And that one wasn't really to take any money off the salaries. This one was. We have traded Zerpa to the Guardians. Now, he was on $7.5 million. He had done well, ERA of under 3 last season. But as a bullpen pitcher, it was too much money. We are in a little bit of trouble on that sense. So we sent him to the Guardians, and in return, we got this guy, Housley Murals. Now, I think I really like him, if I'm honest. He is recognized as a natural leader, never gives less than 100%, and is popular in the clubhouse. So he's a good person to have around. Very good movement. Now, it doesn't say he's a ground ball pitcher, but with that movement, surely he is going to be, he is going to be a ground ball pitcher. Now, he's 29. He's only on a minor league deal, so we've saved an entire $7.5 million. He's not really ever played in the majors before. If we look here, he has got, where's his innings here? 16.1 innings pitched in the majors, and that surprises me a little bit. He's better than that, I would have thought. So, we'll see what we get from him. He is, you can see there, he's in at Iowa to start the season. So, we'll see how he goes. And the other trade that we've done, we've given up on Joshua Mears. He just never quite did it for us. Now, again, this isn't necessarily one for getting salary off. We were going to put him to AAA. He would have had to go on waivers. So the risk losing him for nothing, I thought we'll trade him. Let's see what we get. And what we got, I think, is an upgrade, to be honest. We've got Ernesto Ponce de Leon, a very, very good defensive outfielder. Looks a fairly solid bat as well. Now, if we look at his ratings, could he play in center field as well? Maybe not. Maybe not as well as in left and right field, but he certainly would be an option. So another one that's going to start the season in AAA. Now, he has previously, if you can just see down here, high A was where he played last season. Now, he is surely better than a high A player. So we've put him in AAA. We'll see how he goes. We may see him this season. We may not. But what we have got is someone that isn't on Major League money, is not going to take up a Major League slot, and we've got rid of a little bit of cash there with Mears as well, which wasn't actually the reason for the trade, but we did save 800, 900 grand, which is good. And so with that, what's that, 9 or 10 million or so knocked off the salaries, we do now have 10 million in the bank. Now, what I'm really looking to do here is I want to have money for extensions more so than the sort of available to sign players. So I'm fairly comfortable with how the salaries are looking right now. Now, what is going to happen at the end of this season is we're going to get absolutely mugged off again because McQuaid is expected to get just under 30 million, Perkins up to 17 million, PCA is going to go up to almost 12, Julian 8.5, Ed Up, who we got in, of course, last episode, 7 million. You can see all these seven. Everybody's going to go up again, and that's going to absolutely cause a problem, to be honest. So, yeah. Ideally, we need to try and trade Bregman's money away, but I don't see that happening. He's not in form. Maybe he could just play well. You know, who knows? Maybe he could just play well. Now, we do have a little bit of an early season injury crisis as well. If we go and have a look here, Casey is out. Now, his recovery is unknown, which is a little bit of a shame. Petty was probably not going to play for us anyway. He's got a shoulder injury in his essentially career over, I'd say, at this point. Raffaello, though, he's missing the first 2 weeks. That is a blow with a fractured finger. And Cannon, who is a decent enough prospect, though not really living up to what we thought he was going to be. He's out for 4 months, and we probably won't see him anyway. So, let's see how spring training did. I guess I have to show you. And yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. We won 9, lost 17. One of the worst, if not the worst, win percentage during the spring training. Now, no one in our division did particularly well. We're only 2 wins off top, so that, I guess, is not terrible. And if we go and have a look at the preseason predictions, we can see here the American League. So if you want to have a bit of a longer look, just give that a quick pause, and we'll go down to hitting and pitching leaders there as well. I don't recognize with a quick glance any former Cubs there, so that is so like I say, always good that we're not trading away good players. And if we go and have a look at the National League, well, it doesn't make for great reading, does it? Though it is predicting us to only be 8 games off top, so maybe it'll turn around for us. Now, perhaps surprisingly, or you could say worryingly, none of our hitters are predicted to have a good year. Now, ideally, we'd like to see Vlad and McQuaid at least up in that top 10. So maybe a surprise that they're not. And the pitching staff, we know that our pitching staff outperform what they're expected to do. We've seen that for a number of seasons now. But yeah, ideally, we'd like to see 1 or 2 of them up there. Alcantara would be one I'd like to see up there, to be honest, with the money we're paying in. But anyway, that is the pre-season predictions. And this is our starting roster, pitching roster for opening day with our spring training numbers. Now, overall, it's not gone too badly. You can see there, Alcantara, the DJ, Killen, Perkins, and San Martin is the starting 5. Edda is going to come in. He's one of the new boys with Joswiak. Now, Joswiak, of course, is the guy we picked up on Rule 5 draft, so he has to stay somewhere on the roster. Otherwise, he will be going back to where we got him from. In terms of players who didn't have great spring trainings, most of the starting rotation, to be honest, but they did seem to get a little bit better as spring training went on, so that's good. Santos started slowly. Now, it was his rookie season last year, so second season for him. Let's hope he does well. And the other person that didn't do well, and I did actually try to trade him away, was Bednar. He had a magnificent ERA under 1 season, which is now 2 seasons ago. Last season, he lost his role as closer, and to be honest, he was stuck in middle relief, which is where he's going to start this season. He needs, for the money he's on, he needs to be doing a little bit better. So, yeah, those are the concerns. Everybody else there, though, is not too bad. And if we go and have a look at the hitters, we can see them here. Now, Bregman is the obvious one that has, again, not done well. An average of under 100, 3 for 43 in spring training. What is wrong with Alex Bregman? It's so frustrating. Now, there's one new name, which is this guy, Pedro Ramirez. Now, he is basically in for Rafaela. That's the spot on the roster that he is currently filling. Namala is basically the replacement for Swanson, though he will play second base, and Made will go over and play shortstop. Edouard Julian is back, and the other one that we're going to have a look at before we give up on him is Colby Backus. Now, he is a home run hitting machine. He's not yet made the step up to Major League Baseball, so we're going to give him a little bit of time here, and we will, if he's not doing it, we will look to trade him, to be honest. He's still going to be highly rated. He's a 5-star potential player, but he's not showing that. So yeah, we need to make a decision on him. Now, the new name, of course, is Ramirez. This is him here. Solid bat, solid defensive player, can cover the infield for us. So in a way, he's the perfect guy to come in and look to fill in for Rafaela. So it'll be his first time playing a major league game, if he does indeed play today. And his career to date in the lower leagues, it's called the farm system, isn't it? Not the lower leagues. So you can see last year in AAA in Iowa had a very, very solid season. So he's worthy of a chance. You know, this isn't someone that's a no-hoper that we're throwing in and hoping. He is worthy of a chance in Major League Baseball, and if he takes it, well, let's hope he does, to be honest, because we could trade away a higher paid player and he could take their place. So yeah, that is Pedro Ramirez. But let's go and have a look at these lineups for our opening day match against the Blue Jays.
On your feet, Chicago, as another season of disappointment begins. At first base, it's Vlad Jr. At second base, it's Arjun Namala. At third base, it's Alex Bregman. At shortstop, it's Kevin May. In left field, it's William McQuaid. In center field, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. In right field, it's Brennan Davis. The designated hitter is Edward Julian. Behind the plate, it's Moises Ballesteros. And your opening day pitcher is Sandy Alcantara.
Okay, so it will be Petey Crow Armstrong leading us off in centre field. DHing Julian will bat second. Vlad bats third at first. McQuaid cleans up in left field. Bregman, we're going to hope he does well. He's certainly got a decent record against Tiedemann, their pitcher, so he's going to bat 5 at third base. Ballesteros bats 6, the catcher. Davis, the right fieldsman, bats 8. Namala, the second baseman, Brennan Davis is 7. Namala is 8. Maid is 9, and Alcantara is on the mound for us. Ricky, as I said, Tiedemann is their pitcher, and if we have a look at their lineup, it's a very unfamiliar-looking Jays lineup, isn't it? Certainly to my eyes, I don't recognise any of them as current Jays. So yeah, all change after 6 seasons. So, welcome back to Wrigley. It will be Dustin Harris to lead them off. It's Alcantara on the mound. And, yeah, well, let's hope that this season goes a little bit better than what spring training did. Now, of course, spring training is always a little bit, or can be misleading because there's so many players in that aren't actually going to be in the roster. As I just sort of have a look and see who's around. So, yeah, it can be misleading, but you'd like to at least win double figures in spring training, wouldn't you? So there's 2 down. It is Leo Jimenez to the plate. A 2-2 pitch. Alcantara finishes off in style, and they'll do it for the top of the first. Much, much better than what we were seeing previously. Now, Tiedemann up against Petey Crow. He has got the leadoff job for now as he pops up the second pitch of the game. And that will be 1 away. It'll bring in Edward Julian back, of course, from his injury that ended his season early last season. And he has started with a hit, has he, as he drops one in front of the left fielder. So a 1-out single, first hit of the season for the Cubs, first hit of the season for Julian, and Vlad Jr. comes in. Can we go back-to-back Canadians? No, we can't, as Vlad strikes out, bringing McQuaid in. Now McQuaid historically has struggled versus lefties, and that doesn't change here as he strikes out, ends the first. And that will be that. It is Wilburn Furness coming to the plate. An 0-2 pitch, a ground ball, and Namala will make the play at first, 1 away. In comes Varga, I guess. An 0-2 pitch. And Alcantara gets the pop-up into left field. McQuaid is there, makes the catch. 2 away for Tim Anderson, who faces a 1-2 pitch. And he grounds it past Namala. A first hit of the game for the Blue Jays. It is a 2-out single. And it brings Garrett Mitchell to the plate. A 0-1 pitch, a ground ball. Namala should have that. Over to first, ends the inning. Scoreless remain the Jays. We'll go back for the second time. Bregman to lead us off, and let's hope. I mean, often second season is the rough one. Let's hope that... is he going to get on base there? Bregman reaches on a strikeout. I wonder if that could be the start of something this season for him. Ballesteros with a runner at first. Ballesteros absolutely crushes it to the ivy. And is Bregman going to be able to come around and score? No, he holds at third. But with no one out, we have runners at second and third. And we have Davis coming to the plate. Full count. Davis draws a walk. Loads the bases for Arjun Namala. Now, he has played Major League Baseball before. And he has popped that up. Now, is it going to be enough to get Bregman home? No. So, one away, loaded bases for Made. What we don't need here is a double play, of course. Made into right field. That's going to drop in. Bregman scores. Only Bregman scores with an RBI single for Made. And this is now loaded bases one out for Petey Crow, who's 0 for 1 today. Petey Crow pops one up into right field. Is that going to be enough? It's a foul ball, and that's a bit of a waste, isn't it? So 2 out. Julian at the plate. He is 1 for 1 today. And Julian grounds it to the second baseman. And from loaded bases, none out, we score 1. And that is disappointing, isn't it? Pinto to the plate now. His first at bat for the season. A 1-2 pitch. A ground ball to Vlad. And that is 1 away. Alright, Quiro, his first at bat, a full count. He strikes out, so that is 2 down. And it brings Harris back up, 0 for 1 today. An 0-1 pitch. And that is a little drubber in front of the plate. And it is safe at first as Ballesteros unable to make the play. So 2 out single for Heath, who is 0 for 1. A 3-1, he walks. And suddenly 2 on, 2 out. And it is Jimenez at the plate. He is 0 for 1. An 0-1 pitch. And it is ripped down the third base line. It's going to score 1. Can McQuaid keep it to just 1? Yes, he can. But a 2-out rally that started with just a little dribbler in front of the plate has seen Toronto level it up. Furness to the plate, who is 0 for 1, but runners at second and third, and that is going to give them the lead. 1 run comes across, a second run will come across, and it's a little bit of a disaster. It is now 3-1 to the Jays. Baja to the plate, who is 0 for 1. He pops one up. That will do it for the inning, but 3 scored in the third for the Jays. And we find ourselves 3-1 down, having had ourselves loaded bases with none out. Vlad Jr. comes in, 0 for 1 today. A 1-2 pitch. Vlad watches strike 3. Alright, McQuaid, 0 for 1. A 3-1. And that is a ground ball to the first baseman. 2 away for Bregman, who reached on a strikeout last time, but he is, of course, 0 for 1. A 1-1 pitch. Bregman slices 1 straight up. That'll do it for the third. And that 3-4-5 slot for us is not looking particularly good today, is it? Anderson will come in to face Alcantara. He is 1 for 1. He is now going to be 2 for 2 as that drops in front of Brennan Davis for a leadoff single. Mitchell, 0 for 1. Is Alcantara just getting a little bit nervous here, I wonder? I'm not sure if that was a swinging bunt or what that was. But anyway, it's out at first. Runner goes to second. 1 away for Pinto, who's 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball. Made has it over to first. 2 away. Runner will be at third, though. And it is Quiro who is 0 for 1. A 1-0 pitch. And that is going to be catchable, I think, for Peter Crow. Makes it. Ends the inning. Nothing scored in the top of the fourth. And Ballesteros will lead us off 1 for 1 today. It is a 1-0 pitch. Ballesteros slices it to the third baseman. 4-1 away. Davis now, who walked first time around. It is a 1-2 pitch. Davis gets a good piece of it, but not enough as right field goes back. Makes the catch near the warning track. That is 2 away for Namala, who's 0 for 1. A 2-2 pitch. 2 out, no one on. Namala strikes out, ends the fourth. We are still 3-1 down. Alcantara to Harris now, who is 1 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. And a strikeout for Sandy. His third of the game. Heath, who is 0 for 1. I think he walked last time up, didn't he? This time he has crushed it into the fans. It is now 4-1 to Toronto. I think Toronto were, I can't remember now, I think in spring training anyway, they were the best, if not, I think they were the best team in spring training. So they are a good team in form. But But yeah, you can't load bases and not with no. They've gone back to back. It is now 5-1. Sandy Alcantara is picking up where he left off somewhat in spring training. And if you don't laugh, you cry, don't you? So, yeah, this is could have gone better, isn't it? So that'll do it for Alcantara. Christian Scott will come in. Now, he is someone that we traded for recently, if not last season, the season before that. He gets a pop-up. That will be 2 away. And it'll be Baja now, who is 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout to end the top of the 5th. But they've added 2. The lead is now 4. And Made will lead us off, who is 1 for 1 with our only RBI so far today. An 0-2 pitch. And that is 1 away. In comes Petey Crow. He is 0 for 2. It is a 1-2 pitch. And Petey Crow hits it well, but centre field goes back. Makes the catch at the track. And that'll be 2 away for Julian, who is 1 for 2. A full count. Can we get something going with Edward here? And he rips it through the infield for a 2-out single. Now, can Vlad look like he knows what a baseball bat's for? He is 0 for 2 so far. I think he might have even struck out twice. And this time, you could argue progress as he grounds it to the second baseman. Ends the inning. And it is still 5-1 to the Jays going into the 6th with Anderson at the plate, who is 2 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout for 1 away. Mitchell, 0 for 1. A 1-0. And that is popped up. Petey Crow is there. 2-time Golden Glove winner now, of course, in centre field. That is 2 away. Pinto, who is 0 for 2. A 1-0 pitch, and he hits him. Well, let's hope that that doesn't lead to anything. Quiro now, who is 0 for 2. An 0-1 pitch, and that looked a very good fastball. It's dug out, but popped up into foul territory. Vlad makes the catch. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. And pitching change. Adrian Hernandez will come in for them to face McQuaid, who is 0 for 2. But crucially, perhaps for us, it's a right-hander on the mound now. And McQuaid, oh, he loves a right-hander. McQuaid has crushed it over the left field fence. And that is now 5-2. And that's what Big Willie Mack can do, isn't it? 384 feet. Obviously, his first of the season. And it'll be Bregman now, who is 0 for 2. A 3-1 pitch. Bregman draws a walk. He's been on base twice now without hitting the ball once. And it is Ballesteros who is 1 for 2. 1-0. Ballesteros into left field. That'll get Bregman at least over to third. It's going to be a double. Is it? Bregman will stop at third. It's a carbon copy of the second inning, isn't it? Where we had the exact same situation. And Davis now, who's 0 for 1. Can he draw another walk? No. Oh, it's a loose pitch, and Bregman will come across. It is now 5-3. Ballesteros is at third. No one out. Can Davis get us within 1 here? It's a 1-1 pitch. Davis into centre field. He can. He delivers an RBI single. 5-4. Runner at first. No one out. And Namala at the plate. 0 for 2 he is so far today. There goes Davis, and Davis will get there. So tying run in scoring position now for Namala. A 1-0. Oh, he's hit him. Well, that's unnecessary. So 2 on, none out for Made, who is 1 for 2. Did deliver an RBI single last time he had a chance to do so. This time he watches strike 3, and that is 1 away. In comes Petey Crow, who is 0 for 3. An 0-1. Pete Crow, that could be a double play. No! The shortstop can't handle it. And it is loaded bases, 1 out. This time it is Julian to the plate. He is 2 for 3. A 1-0 pitch. Come on, Edward. Edward has popped it up. Is it deep enough in left field to get the runner home? We're going to try for it. And indeed, Brennan Davis will tie the game on the sac fly. It is 5-5. 2 away. Runners at first and second. Vlad will face new man CJ Van Eek. Vlad is 0 for 3 today. And Vlad has popped that up. He goes 0 for 4. Ends the inning, but not before we tie things up in the 6th. Alright, can we do this? Christian Scott continues to harass, who is 1 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball. Vlad has it. Scott covers first. 1 away. In comes Heath. Absolute bomb he hit last time up. This time he pops it up. Infield fly. Excuse me. And that is caught by Made at shortstop for 2 away. Leo Jimenez, who also crashed one last time up. A 3-0 this time, and that will be a 2-out walk. And Scott will face Furness, who is 1-4-3. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's a ball into right field, and Davis has it. The runner will go to third. So runners at the corners with 2 away. That'll do it for Scott. In comes Jake Eder, new man this season. Let's hope he can be an instant hero. Barges at the plate. It's an 0-2 pitch. Come on, let's get this out. Oh, Jesus. No, it's okay. It's staying in. Davis makes the catch. That ends the innings. We stretch and we are tied at 5 on opening day. Okay, welcome back. It is McQuaid to lead us off. Smacked one over the left field fence last time up. This time he draws a walk. And it's a leadoff walk, of course. In comes Bregman, 0 for 2, though he has scored 2 runs today. Bregman into left field. It's not deep enough. McQuaid goes back and it's 1 away. It is Ballesteros now. 2 for 3 he is. A 2-2 pitch. Ballesteros strikes out. That is 2 away for Davis now, who is 1 for 2. An 0-1. Davis, there goes McQuaid. Not even close. And that'll do it for the 7th. You can kind of understand that, though, I think, with 2 out. We need a runner in scoring position there, really, don't we? Eder will face Anderson now, who is 2 for 3. It's an 0-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout for Jake Eder. That is 1 away. It's a pinch hit now. It is Duran coming in for them. A 2-2 pitch. And that is hit into center field. Petey Crow comes in. Can't make a catch. So it is a 1-out single for the pinch hitter. Tying run aboard. Pinto at the plate, who is 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. It is a strikeout for Eder. Really, really good pitch, that one, wasn't it? That is 2 away. And it is Quiro now, who is 0 for 3. Can we keep the 0? That is sliced away into center field. Petey Crow cannot keep the 0. So 2 away, runners at the corners for Harris, who is 1 for 4. Come on, Eder. An 0-2 pitch. Sit him down, Jakey boy. Oh, no, and the Jays will go back in front in the top of the 8th. And it will be still runners at the corners, 2 away. And Heath to the plate. And Heath draws a walk to load the bases for Jimenez. He is 2 for 3 with the home run, of course, a 2-0 pitch. And that is up the middle again. Oh, and it's all going wrong. It's going to score 2. And it is now 8-5. 3 runs for the Jays in the top of the 8th. And Eder is, well, he's not endearing himself to the Wrigley faithful here, is he? As he walks another one to load the bases. That'll do it. Bednar will come in. Let's hope Bednar picks up his 2026 form, not his 2027 form, and he starts with a strikeout. But we need at least 3 runs again now. Davis to lead us off. He is 1 for 2. It is a 1-1 pitch. Davis sends one up to the International Space Station. Comes down. Second base makes the catch. 1 away. Namala now, who is 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Namala grounds it back to the pitcher. That'll be 2 away. And it is Kevin Made now. 1 for 3. A 2-2 pitch. Made strikes out. So we're going to need to get it done in the 9th if it's going to happen. And Bednar will continue to Anderson, who is 2 for 4. It's a 1-2 pitch. Bednar with a strike. I tell you what, if we get our proper Bednar back, then we'll all be very, very happy, won't we? He struck out another one there. Can he do it in style? Pinto at the plate. He's 0 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. Bednar can't strike out the side, but Petey Crow is there. That'll end the top of the 9th. We need to bat well, and we'll have the top of the order to do it. Petey Crow to face Irv Carter. Petey Crow is 1 for 4 today. It is a first pitch swing. Pete Crow grounds it to the shortstop, 1 away. Alright, in comes Julian, who is 2 for 3. It's a 3-0 pitch. Get yourself on base here, Edward. He does. Tying run is on deck. Vlad Jr. to the plate. He is 0 for 4. Surely he comes good at some point today. He draws a walk to bring the tying run in the shape of William McQuaid to the plate. He is 1 for 3, but oh, what a one it was. It's a first pitch swing. Come on, William. McQuaid, it's into centre field. It finds the wall. It's going to score. It's going to score Julian. Is it going to score Vlad? Vlad holds at third, but the tying run is now in scoring position. 1 away, and Bregman to the plate. Bregman is 0 for 3, a 1-1. It's another loose one. Oh, but everybody goes back. It is now a 2-1 pitch. Bregman grounds it to the shortstop. 2 away. It's going to come down to Ballesteros. Come on, Moses. It's a 3-2 pitch. He walks, loads the bases, so it's Brennan Davis with a chance. Can Brennan Davis be the hero? It's a 2-2 pitch. He strikes out. And we lose a cracking game on opening day. It's 8-6. But a good game of baseball. So as far as first impressions go, not a great one by Jake Eder. Time will tell, you know, how good or bad a result that will be with the Jays. You know, how good are they going to be this season? But you never like to lose on opening day. But we certainly put up a decent fight there. So, yeah. And for the first time in a long time, we haven't won on opening day. We do tend to do that, don't we? But that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We will be back next time. We'll come back in April. We'll come back for maybe this game in San Francisco. And yeah, we'll see how we're getting on until then. But there's a couple of games against our, not too many games actually, against our divisional rivals. So yeah, we will see how we're getting on when we come back. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie. Thank you for watching. Take care.